What's going on YouTube? My name is Darren. I'm the Bowtie Fragrance Guy, the fashion and fragrance guy. On this channel, I talk about primarily fragrances, but I also jump into talking about some men's style, lifestyle, and grooming content as well. Just making sure you can look and smell your best every day. At the end of the day, that's what we're trying to accomplish here. So if you're into that kind of content, make sure you hit subscribe and make sure you enable notifications by hitting the bell icon as well. So anytime a new video is uploaded on the channel, you'll be one of the first people to get notified. All right, guys, for today's video, I'm partnering up with FragranceBuy.ca. On the 27th of October, which should be today at the time I'm uploading this video, at 5 p.m. until Sunday evening at 11:59 p.m. the 29th, they're going to be running their anniversary sale. If you use the code DECADE25, you'll be able to buy one fragrance and get one at 25% off. They also have some free shipping discount codes as well, which I'll make sure I link down in the description. But I partnered up with them to do this video. They did send me one of the fragrances that I'm going to talk about on today's video. But at the end of the day, if you guys want to go over there and shop, just make sure you use that discount code so that way you can get that 25% off of that second fragrance. So the video idea that I came up with for this is I wanted to get into talking about the brand of Byredo. I want to give you guys the top 5 fragrances that I feel from the brand that I have in my collection. Now, Byredo is a good, in my opinion, entry-level niche brand. And when I say entry-level, I want to make sure I clarify. Entry-level, there's a few things I look at to consider a brand to be entry-level. Number one, the accessibility of it. We're talking about price point. Of course, if you're talking about niche brands where fragrances start at about $400 or $500, I wouldn't call those great for entry level because most guys don't want to spend that much money, especially when they're just getting into niche fragrances. Also, from an accessibility standpoint, where are the fragrances available? Where can I purchase these fragrances? Not just from stores, but of course a lot of the discounters. And you can find Byredo fragrances at a really nice discounted price at most places where fragrances are sold. And the last thing that I think about when I think about nice entry-level niche fragrances, I also think about how mass appealing the scent DNAs are altogether. Obviously, I wouldn't say Homme or Rose Parfums are great entry-level niche fragrance brands because they have some very creative fragrances that may not appeal to the masses, but they have that niche market that they appeal to, but I wouldn't put them as entry-level. But Byredo definitely fits that description. So anyway, I want to give you guys my top 5 selections from the brand of Byredo. And you let me know what you think, of course, at the end of the video. So if you want to see how I rank my top 5 Byredo fragrances, you know the routine. Keep it locked right here. Let's get it.
The Bowtie Fragrance Guy.
All right, guys, we are back. Thank you so much for keeping it locked in. Let's jump right into this video. The first fragrance that I want to talk about on today's video is one by the name of Rose of No Man's Land. Definitely a unisex fragrance. It features rose, raspberry, and amber. But man, if you really like rose fragrances, I think you're going to really like this. Now listen, rose is a note for some guys. They just don't really like to wear it. They think it's too much of a feminine thing. But I'm telling you guys, you are missing out on an opportunity to wear rose fragrances because in my experience, they come off so different on men's skin versus women. And it's just something, again, rose is like a lady's best friend. So women really seem to gravitate towards me when I wear a fragrance that prominently features a note of rose. Yeah, so I love that rose raspberry combination, and that amber dry down gives that kind of resonant sweetness here that I really, really, really enjoy in a fragrance. So it's really good. Listen, I know there's some other great, Byredo fragrances out there. I don't have them in my collection, like 1996, for example, would probably be on this list if I had it. But we're gonna go with what I have. So in the 5th spot, it goes to this right here. It's a Rose of No Man's Land. All right, coming in the 4th spot is gypsywater. Gypsywater. I'm going to talk about a lot of the heavy hitters from this brand. And Gypsywater features juniper, pepper, pine needles, incense, orris, and vanilla. So you kind of get this juxtaposition here of this really piney, almost astringent kind of fragrance in the opening, and then you get this kind of sweet, powdery thing as it dries down. You know, that's the best way to describe this, because when it gets into the dry down, you get that, of course, that vanilla, you get the powdery orris in here, and again, that contrast with that the pine needles and juniper in the opening of the fragrance. But at the end of the day, it's a really, really alluring and addictive kind of scent profile, one that I enjoy smelling over and over again. So that's why it comes in the fourth spot. This one right here, man. Get your nose on it. This is called Gypsywater. And coming in the third spot, Mojave Ghost. Mojave Ghost. This is ambrette, magnolia, violet, and sandalwood. The ambrette in this fragrance opens up and you get a nice kind of sweetness in the opening. Very floral. Like I said, you definitely pick up those floral aspects in this fragrance. When I first got this one, the missus kind of stole this bottle. And as a matter of fact, I think we had a smaller bottle of this, and we actually ran through a 50 ml together. So then, of course, I had to up it to 100 ml, but it's just one of those scent profiles. Definitely unisex. It's androgynous. Men or women alike could rock this fragrance. Is almost, in my opinion, like one that's down the middle, 50-50, but it smells so good. Like I said, guys, spring, summertime, a fragrance like this, you put it on, and when the wind hits this, it is over. Trust me when I tell you, man. But it's really, really good, and I think you guys should check this one out. That's why it's in my top 5. This is called Mojave Ghost. Now, coming in the number 2 spot, this is actually one that I picked up from FragranceBuy.ca, is this one, Oud Immortel. Oud Immortel. Love this fragrance, man. I'm gonna tell you what it smells like. Well, this has limoncello, cardamom, patchouli, oak moss. That limoncello opening is to die for. But the limoncello patchouli thing kind of creates this accord, and wherever you kind of smell this thing before, think about fragrances like Hachivat from Nichane. It's going to kind of remind you of that Hachivat, kind of a Ventus thing. So that's why a lot of people said that this kind of reminds them of a Ventus. But now that we have Hachivat that really features patchouli, I think in oak moss, I think it's more of a patchouli oak moss combination that will remind you of Hachivat versus a Ventus. But I'm going to tell you what this kind of reminds me of, man. And I just thought about it. It reminds me of Vivamore from Navitus Parfums. This reminds me a lot of Vivamore, which is like a Baccarat Rouge 540 meets Creed Aventus kind of DNA. That's exactly what this smells like. So you can't really beat a scent DNA like this, honestly. Have you kind of smelled it before? Yes, but it's just so good. It's hard to really to put it any lower on a list like this because it just smells that good. Seriously. So you guys need to get your nose on this one. If you like Hachivat, if you like Baccarat Rouge, it kind of hints at those kind of DNAs combined. This is Oud Immortel. And all of you guys that have been rocking with me for a while, my day ones, know what my number 1 favorite Byredo fragrance is. Baldafrique. Just look at the dent. Look at the dent. So easy to wear, so versatile, man. I love this fragrance. Lemon, apricot orange flower, vetiver. Oh, this is so good. This is so good. It's so good. That's all I can really say about it. A lot of people say this that Homme from Bodo City Victoria smells like this. Kind of, sort of. There's another fragrance that features that apricot orange flower vetiver combination, so I can understand that. But this is the first one that I smell. This is so good, man. This is so good. If you like vetiver, you're going to love this fragrance. That's all I can say. You're going to love it. But it's not like a typical vetiver fragrance. The way that it's mixed with that kind of creamy orange blossom, African orange flower with the musk on the dry down. Just a beauty for the nose to behold, this particular fragrance. And of course, that's why it's in the number 1 spot. Of course, I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to re-up on this because this ain't going to make it for the rest of my life. This has been in my top 10 fragrances for the rest of my life before. That's how good this is. And every time I go back to it and smell it again, I'm reminded of how good this is. But anyway, the number 1 spot in my Byredo collection goes to this classic right here. baldafrique. But that is it, guys. That is my time. I hope you enjoyed this video today. What are some fragrances you smell or you have in your collection from the brand of Byredo that you love? I would love for you guys, if you smell at least 3, to name your top 3 down in the comment section. Now, as always, I sincerely appreciate you guys' time and attention to these videos. I know you don't have to watch, but you do, and I sincerely appreciate that. Now, don't forget to take a few moments out to like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you're sharing these videos out to some other folks out there that you think could use the information, find it entertaining. Because I'm your guy, Darren. I'm the bow tie fragrance guy. I love to look good, and of course, I love to smell amazing. So until next time, guys, keep looking good, keep smelling even better. I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace.